Hello. 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 Welcome to A Theory Begins. My name is Charlie, and we're just going to get straight into it. Hello. The moon, the Ten of Cups, the King of Cups. Okay. Today, I asked, what's the name of the game for this tarot reading? And the name of the game is Open the Box. So there is something that you have not been wanting to look at. This is about a subconscious process because we have the moon, right? So it's been hitting your periphery, whatever this is. I think it stems back to your childhood because look, there's sweet grandmother night planting something in your ear. I'm even actually getting the impression she could be taking something out, which I usually don't get that when will the light come back? It's gone very dark. How's that? That's fine. I've never seen it that way before. So something is being weeded out of you. You are turning the land, ready to start cultivating. Very interesting. She looks very peaceful. She's like smiling. So this helps you unlock your joy, unlock your contentment, but something's got to come out first. And then you have the Ten of Cups and the King of Cups, which in both of these cases, it's being surrounded by people and family, and there's celebration and there's food. And those are some of the best things in life, some of the favorite things in life. So there is something being taken from you and you are being asked to just let it go. I don't see this being some like massive shadow work journey of crying and journaling and like, oh, why am I such a terrible person? I feel like there's just an evolution in your character that's happening. I saw 222 as I did that. So you're coming into balance with yourself. An unbalanced way of seeing yourself is being taken off the scales, and it allows you to harmonize. And because of that, you have greater access to joy and family, like sharing and nurturing. You're respecting a certain cycle of progression. In my King of Cups card, I can see there's lots of generations. There's everything from newborn babies to like great grandmas. So something that used to destabilize you within your relationship with yourself and therefore your relationship with everything else, it is being removed. So that's fantastic. Let's just leave it there. That's great. I like that. Why keep digging? The towel was on the top of the deck when I first picked it up. Let's see about that. Maybe that's what it is. The Seven of Swords is here again. Which is all about self-deception. I feel like maybe you're bracing. You know, you're pursuing your goals, you're progressing really nicely, you're getting to new places and spaces, and your environment is starting to reflect that. And you're bracing. Do you know what I mean? You're bracing and just waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it's not going to drop, which is interesting. Can you tell me more about the moon? Ooh, a little bit more. Ooh, maybe not. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So this came up in my last reading as well. I shuffled quite well and I put the cards in separately this time. So when they went away, it was like one goes here, another goes here, another goes there. And you get the picture. Regardless. So what is being taken from you? Oh, I see. Overgiving, overcommitting, giving, but not feeling comfortable to receive, and to receive from yourself. Woo! Okay, so you're now learning that you're worthy of your own energy and your own affection. You're learning what will simply deplete you and what will give you that good return on investment. Now, I feel a pushback. Excuse me. I feel this pushback of like, I don't want to give with only the intention of getting something in return, because that's fair. That's fair. That can be manipulative at times. It's like, I'm going to scratch your back, but it's because I want you to scratch my back. I think you're getting to a place, if you want someone to scratch your back, you're just going to ask them to. You don't have to try and disguise it as you're offering them a favor in the hopes that they'll give you something back. You're just comfortable asking for that, which is cool. That is cool. Cool is maybe not the most precise choice of words, but that's fine. So to clarify the moon, I have the Devil, the Six of Pentacles, and Temperance, which is interesting, right? Because in this depiction, the family is left with an empty bowl and someone's like walking away with this big bag of goodies. They're cold. He seems cushy. He's fine. And in this one, the person is offering either gold or I think it's actually seeds into the water. And the Six of Pentacles is usually about balance, right? It's balanced giving. It is generosity, is offering, this sort of thing. So what I'm getting from these two cards is that you have overgiven to things that really don't serve you. For some people, there's the potentiality that you have been manipulated by someone, and you know who this is. If someone didn't come to mind straight away, it's that part of the message is not for you. But I make lots of little clicks and weird noises. I'm sorry. I'm not. If you don't like it, leave. You're free to do that. There's no one here currently, so, or at least at time of recording. Okay. Come on, girl, get back on track. Lock in. Okay. So what's interesting is in this Devil depiction, like we saw, the woman has an empty cup, but in my Temperance, she's able to pour between the cups. So what you're now recognizing is your unbalanced way of giving, whether because someone has coerced you into giving, or if you're trying to coerce someone into giving you something. You've recognized that this isn't the way of doing it, and I'm not condemning people as such and speaking in general terms here. Sometimes you notice you're doing something and you have to really stop and think like, wow, where did that come from? I've been doing that for a while. Where did I learn that? And then you're free to change it. Do you know what I mean? Like, as soon as you've acknowledged one of your automatic behaviors and you can recognize the pattern, and you can recognize where it first started occurring, why it first started occurring, you are now free to change that and change it intentionally. So in my last reading, we talked about washing out a dirty cup, basically. And I think this is what is happening here. And she's sitting in front of what looks to be an infinite source of divine wisdom, is actually what I'm hearing. But in this sense, it's water. But in the metaphysical sense, if you will, she's sitting in front of the pools of divine wisdom, and she's able to pour out whatever was in her cup and recognize that it was toxic, and she's able to refill those cups and clean those cups. And it's an infinite source. It's free. It's free to use. It's free to play. So you can go for it. Yeah. You're free to open the box. You're free to receive the gift. Okay, I get this. So I feel like a lot of other sensitive people, if you will, I always feel when I'm doing personal clearings in my energy, I don't want to push out the toxic stuff. I don't want to push out parts of the darkness from myself, because it's like, but I don't want to give that to anything else. You know, I feel I don't want to give this burden to someone. And there's this idea of transmutation where it's like, I'll change it, I'll do all of this, but you are actually free just to let it go. Let the divine deal with it. It is more than capable of doing so. It's there to, you have a spirit team, you have a soul. They can take care of the behind the scenes processes. And in some senses, that is their job and their purpose. In the same way, so maybe this is also about leading into the Ten of Cups, about letting people help you, about knowing what your needs are and being able just to ask, like, I need this done. I need help with this. I can do it myself, but I'm running out of capacity. And when I've done all these things myself, I don't have the capacity to do the things I really love to do. So could you help me take these things or do these things for me or with me, and that will free me up. And it's not a burden. People love to be helpful. True people who love you, friends and family, people want to be helpful. People want to have a purpose and have that connection. And I really feel like we've lost a lot of that in the world that we live in today. We live very independent, isolated lives, and it demolishes the space for true connection and true support, which I would argue is, what's the right word for it? Unconditional isn't the right word. What is the word? Genuine. It's not transactional. Do you know what I mean? It's not, I've done something for you, now you must do something for me. It's like, I would love to help you and I would love to help you also, and we will just continue to help each other and continue to, because the main goal is to help you grow and to help you and support you, because people love you, believe it or not. And you have to be open to letting them do that and show that without then feeling the need to either owe them something or pay them back. And that is the impression that I'm getting through this. It is a mutual giving and receiving and giving and receiving and giving and receiving. And to bring it back, when you're talking about the sun is set, so we need the full light now. Excuse me, getting really into this one. I'm liking this reading. This is good. I'm being able to see it really clearly. I'm getting excited. When you're doing clearings and things like that, your energetic team, your spirit team, they also want to help you. They also want to take these things from you and deal with it for you, but you do have to let them, you know. Ultimately, you have the authority over your energy. And if you disallow them, you disallow them and you disempower them in doing that. So you're really now learning healthy ways to give and take, healthy ways to express your needs and balance. I was going to say balance yourself, but that's not it. It's a balanced approach to meeting your needs and then meeting your goals, right? Fantastic, all fantastic. I kind of want to know more about this devil, but I kind of don't, because it ultimately, once you begin practicing this, it's not about nailing it on the first time. It is about practicing this in your life and with yourself. You know, the more you treat yourself like this and you expect this from yourself and you have boundaries with yourself against, like, that's not how I'm going to ask for this. That's not how I'm going to approach people for this. It's not how I'm going to allow myself to treat myself. Once you have those things, it's easier to then set those boundaries with other people, because the relationship changes. And more often than not, the people who truly love you and truly respect you will be happy to abide by those boundaries. Do you know what I mean? It won't be any big deal for them. And if it becomes like this massive pushback, then they benefited from you not having that boundary. And that's its own fucking problem. That's its own fucking problem. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is talking about patience with yourself. This is talking about coming into greater balance with yourself. I'm just getting the I don't know how to describe it because it's not spoken word. It's like I always say I get the impression, but what I really mean is like I'm hearing something, but it's not to do with, it's not verbal. I know what it's saying, but it's not happening verbally. It's, I guess it's my intuition. And now I can't remember what you were saying. So tell me again. I was listening, just not very closely. Ah, yes, thank you. So I feel like you're starting to see the results of walking away from things that don't serve you. And because you are doing this process internally first, it then starts to shift and work everywhere else. You know, it becomes reflected everywhere else because that's what you're projecting out. Ultimately, what reflects is what projects. Oh, I like that. What reflects is what projects. Ah, maybe we should have called it that. What was that? Oh my god, that plant behind me looks so fucking scary. What's your problem? Don't fall over now. You're going over there. You're creeping me out. It looks like someone's standing behind me. I need to do a big clearing on my house. I know this. I know it in my heart. What dropped? Hey, Crystal. Hello. I don't really know how because nothing touched it. That's fine. It's a normal home. Normal home. Normal reading. Get the fuck out of here. Hello. Okay, well, that was fine. That was all fine. Yeah, I need to do a clearing in my house. I know, it's fine. If you see things, don't worry about them. I know. Okay. What reflects is what projects. And I am scared. No, we're not. We're not. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's cool. Okay, well, now what? Got a few minutes to fill. I like this. I don't want to keep adding to this because it's good where it is, you know? Okay. So that's what that is. Tell me about this. Tell me about this 10 of Cups and this King of Cups. What's it? Hello. Ooh. 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 One more. Ooh. 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 Okay. Let me stop fucking around. The 7 of Wands, the Chariot, and the Queen of Pentacles. So things really start moving. Things really start moving. As you move and shift things within yourself, it responds. I don't get this as a picture of you change and then you're this like perfect complete entity and then you get this perfect complete life. It's like a little bit in you shifts, so a little bit here shifts and a little bit in you shifts and a little bit here shifts. It's give and take. It's exactly what we're talking about. It's that temperance of 1 cup, 2 cup. Don't like that. Throw it 1 cup, 2 cup. And in that, you start to snowball. The momentum really starts to gain. You're feeding things that feed you in a positive way. Don't feed things. And then you have more to celebrate with, you have people to celebrate with you, and that energy gains and gains and gains and gains, and then it starts to affect your material wealth. I feel like there's something I'm missing in this Queen of Pentacles card. Let's have a look, because I'm missing something here. Nurturing, practical, providing financially, a working parent. Oh, okay. Low-key, I'm there. Didn't realize that. Biddy Tarot. She's masterful of taking practical needs of work, home, and family, while also giving her love and support to those who cares about. Oh. Wow, she represents prosperity and security, working hard to generate a level of financial or physical security, which in turn gives you the ability to be generous with others and share your wealth and abundance with those who you love. I didn't realize I was there, but cool. Maybe I'm in an earlier stage. Maybe I'm like a princess of pentacles. And that's on self-recognition. The Ten of Pentacles is also here, but it's with the Tower. So there is significant change that needs to happen, but it's woof. Damn. There's more to this. There is more to this. You want to come out as well? Okay. So, yeah, I think we did cover that, actually. So you gain momentum, it builds and builds, and it becomes more of this like sphere of influence that starts spreading to other people as well. But it's all positive, it's all infectious. Then maybe this is, I feel like this is an overview. So I'm going to put some of this away because I don't feel like we need it out anymore. So let's go back to the title, because I realize I stop touching on the theme the later we get into the reading. Let's put them in all higgledy-piggledy. From my understanding, it is a long process. It will require some amount of patience, and it's not going to be necessarily easy to deal with at points. You will come up against the uncomfortable unknown, and that's fine. You know, you are very capable of handling that work. So this, as an overview, open the box. We have, in no particular, well, it is in a particular order, so I won't say that. The Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, the Emperor, the Fool, the Tower, the Ten of Pentacles. So this begins as a mental process. You have been deceiving yourself. This fucker, this is my Knight of Swords. He's a very fast moving card, but in my deck, he's a coyote. They are scavengers. They are fuckers. You turn your back and they will go for you. So I think that's what it is. You will automatically go for yourself all the time. You are this, you have been, I don't think you are now, but you have been this viciousness towards yourself, and you've kind of disarmed it. You've realized it's not beneficial and it's not necessary. So you have kind of mastered that, to be honest, and you've now stepped into this King of Swords, which is a very balanced intellectual. You know how to respond instead of reacting, but you're also doing it to yourself. Now that takes a lot of fortitude and energy, because when you start running on automatic and you start running off of your habits, if you have been very vicious towards yourself, you'll tend to lean back that way. So your neural pathways have been wired a certain way, you're trying to wire them another way. And the more times you traverse whichever track, the deeper it becomes. Neurons that fire together, wire together. And the more you make them fire together and wire together, the stronger that train track gets, until you're self-diminishing ways are like this, and your self-empowering ways are like this. You will automatically respond to this one, and this will seem a bit foreign, and it will be taken away. And you can allow that to be taken away. You can ask for it to be taken away and cleared from you, and your spirit team will oblige as much as they can. If there's still things you need to learn from that track, it will hang around. So once you have that mental fortitude, and you have sorry, I'm not breathing. Hold on. Once you've developed that mental fortitude, then you step into the emperor. You are in command of yourself. Mind, body, spirit, all aligned. You're able to make very informed choices, and you are able to navigate your environment. You know, you're not controlling it necessarily. You have a say in it. And you are taking full authority over that say and controlling your response to the things that are out of your say. Then you get the full, then you get the fresh start. So you found a completely fresh way of being, and to mirror that, you get a fresh start. The environment changes. And that's where you step in, I think, fully into that Queen of Pentacles energy, where you are free to give and receive, and you have a very, a very healthy, balanced approach in all of your relationships, including to yourself, to your soul, to the world, to the people around you, and to the people who need to stay the fuck away from you, which for some people, I'm really getting the impression you have something, be it a person, a job. For most people, I'm getting that it's actually something etheric, it's something energetic, something has been feeding your contempt for yourself, and because you've been used to that track, you believe it's you, it's not, which is, it sounds like a scary thing to say. That's what it is, though. Just be matter of fact about it. That's the best way to be. It's like, okay, I'm so far away from those thoughts and they keep occurring. Shove those fuckers back out. Just shove them back out. You don't have to feed them. You don't have to respond to them. Not everything actually requires a response from you. Some things just like to test the boundaries to see if they can. And if they don't have a response, they will eventually just leave it alone. Do you know what I mean? Some things require serious correction. Some things require a warning, and some things don't require anything at all. In this case, I think you're going to get to the point where you can look at it and understand that it's just not an adversary anymore. There is no reason to be afraid of it. There's no reason to even argue with it. Just put it down, push it out, and walk away. You can ask your spirit team for assistance with that as well. So your environment and everything responds to this change. That's the Fool. And then you have the Tower. Right. So now we get truly into the uncomfortable unknown. What I'm getting the impression of is it's breaking through a level. And when you break through a level, it'll be really uncomfortable because you've not been here before. It's like it's too late to slide back onto your old train track because it's just not well established in your psyche anymore. So you can't go back. You don't know where forwards is, and you don't really know how you feel now. You will be heavily watched by your spirit team at that time. They will not be far away from you at all. And this is about you stepping into a much higher version of yourself. And you will have the assistance to do that. You've got yourself on the foundation, and they will give you, you will be given the materials to continue with that build. I might put a clarifier on that one. But then you have the Ten of Pentacles, right? And then it's everything you want it to be. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I team? Do you know what I mean? That will be material wealth and things like that. And it's not greedy or selfish to want those things. We live in a time where we have to have money. It's not one of those things that makes you selfish or unspiritual or any of that shit. Like, you need money to live. You don't deserve to live in poverty. It's okay to say that I want money and I'm excited about the idea of having more of it. You know, that's fine. I am, personally. Quick one on the Tower. Quick one on the Tower. Just one. That was not one. That's two. Part of it is unknown. You have the Moon and the Six of Wands. Ooh. I think it's what we were talking about earlier. I think it was what we were talking about earlier when the oh girl, that's a whole reading of its own. I don't want to do that. I shouldn't have asked for this card. It'll be what it is. The Tower will be what it is. I'm not, because I could go on for that for probably another half an hour and I don't have time. You will have something massive to show for it. It will be uncomfortable. You will have a new way of handling it, and then you will be fine. You'll be better than fine, actually. You'll have a lot to celebrate. I'm done. So how is this open the box? It's open the box because you're expecting that when you open something new about yourself, you're going to find something like bigger and uglier and more deserving of that viciousness. Do you know what I mean? And it's just not there. It's not there. You just end up finding a newfound appreciation for yourself and your power and the people around you and the situations around you and the opportunities you can create. It's just this positive thing, you know, at the bottom of Pandora's box, that whole thing. At the bottom of Pandora's box is hope. Hope is the thing that stays in the box. And hope without faith and action is kind of redundant, but I think everyone these days is willing to say, like, I will put in the work, I will do it. And so that hope becomes empowered, you know. That's all I have to say. 32 minutes of talking non-stop, and that's all I have to say. Just that. Boom. I'm going to put these cards in higgledy-piggledy. If you joined me and you liked it, please tell me. Please comment. Let me know. Or if there's something that you didn't like, tell me. If you know where my light source should be, like my actual lamp, like if you can think of a better place for it to be and to like light me up better, please tell me, because I don't know at this point. You saw they went in higgledy-piggledy. We're going to do a shuffle. Hopefully we should be back on tomorrow. Yeah. If you liked it, tell me. If you hated it, tell me. Like and subscribe? I don't know. I do know. You should do that. You should do that. I got some good shit to say sometimes. Only sometimes, but it does happen. It does happen. All right. The Empress is back. Lovely. Pop that in the box and I hope to see her again. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye. Good day and good evening.